Hey everybody, this is Joanne from Texas. I am making a P2 friendly meatloaf. I was going to make meatballs, but I changed it to meatloaf. I'm not putting any Melba or anything in it. I think it will be fine without it. I did put garlic powder and Italian seasoning and onions and a little bit of celery in it and a few mushrooms and some what else? Oh, a little bit of apple in it. And now it's all ready to go. This is a little over a pound. And I am putting it on the pan and molding it. And let me wipe off my hands and I'll show it to you. I think you can see it. It's a small loaf, so I should be able to get several meals out of this since it's a pound. So 4 different sections or slices or pieces or however you want to say it. I'm making it as thin as I can get it because I don't want it to take forever to cook. So anyway, it's a cute little meatloaf, and I think what I'm going to do is I am going to put some I've got some Walden Farms and I've got some sugar-free ketchup, and I'll probably right before it's done put some of that on there, and then I will slice it up in 4 little slices. And then over here I am making a beef stew. I've got celery in it. I've got onions. I've got grass-fed, very, very lean stew meat. And if there was any fat on it, I cut it off of it. And then, let's see, onions, celery, mushrooms, garlic powder. And then I'm going to cut up some radishes and put some radishes in there. And I am going to put a little bit of low sodium beef broth in it and make a stew. So anyway, I was down 1.6 today, which I was so excited about. 1.6, and then that puts me at 7.6 pounds down in 6 days. So that goose egg I caught up, thank goodness, and that puts me at Wonderland. I am 199.2. I was so excited to see that this morning. So anyway, that's it, and I thought I would show y'all a little bit of what I'm doing. I had forgot that I had made something on P3. I think it was a stew also, or a roast. And I had put some jicama in it, or some turnips or something. And I had some radishes I needed to get rid of. And so I put those in there, and they tasted really good. They take on the flavor of, you know, whatever gravy comes out of it. So anyway, I've got these big radishes, and they said the real big ones that you cut in two, otherwise you keep them whole and they come out, they lose their color when you cook them. They come out more white, and they look like potatoes, and it's really good. So anyway, the meatloaf, more than likely I'm going to freeze because I have chicken for tonight. And the stew, I'll let cook all day, and then I'll eat on it because it's supposed to get cold tomorrow. So anyway, that's it for me, and I thought I would show y'all a little bit of my cooking. And like I said, I don't need any Melba toast or anything because it seems to be holding together really good. So when I went to the grocery store, I had bought some stuff, and I was thinking in my mind things to be different. And I thought about meatballs, and you know, you can have, depending on how big the meatballs you can have like 4 or 6 meatballs with your meal. So anyway, my chicken turned out so good. I used my microwave little dish. I think I've showed y'all this before. In fact, I know I have. And I put it in there with some Mrs. Dash lemon pepper and a little bit of salt and pepper and a little bit of onion. And I ended up doing it 4 minutes on one side, 4 minutes on the other side, and then I cut it up and did it another 2 minutes, and it came out perfect. It was juicy, it was flavorful because of that lemon pepper, and it was just so good. And then I fried up some asparagus in the skillet with a little bit of coconut oil spray. And I used very little of that. Anyway, I used some of that and then fried up my asparagus with a little bit of onion and mushroom, and so good. Anyway, I have to keep my meals kind of interesting instead of just the same thing every day. That's just because, you know, I used to hate to cook, and now I kind of like to cook, so I experiment with stuff. So anyway, I'm going to put my meatloaf in the oven and cook it for probably about 30 to 40 minutes, and or check on it after 30. And then I'm going to let it cool, and then I'm going to slice it up into the serving size, and then I'll use my food saver and seal it up and have that for another time. And like I said, I'm going to have chicken tonight because it's already thawed. So, alright, well, that's it for me. And hopefully, keep your fingers crossed, I'll have another loss tomorrow and get down below 199.2. So, that's all I like. That would be cool. That will be new territory. Even though 199.2 is new territory for me, because when I was in Wonderland last time, I was at 199.8, and then I hopped up to 200.8 as my LIW. So anyway, I'm excited. Yeah. I know, I'm a goof. Alright, well, I'm going to go, and I will talk to y'all later, and I hope y'all like these ideas and maybe use them. The ones that are perfectly popped won't touch these, I'm sure. But anyway, radish is okay. A very lean grass-fed beef is okay. You know, mixing the veggies, I do that to make things more flavorful. So, anyway, it's up to you. All right, bye. Love y'all.